Hello, it is Tuesday, so I'm coming to you live with my 2 cents. And today it's all about my daily method of operation. So I've got YouTube, I've got Facebook, I've got Instagram. Wherever you're watching from, make sure that you say hello, tell me where you're watching from. And I would love to know a little bit about your DMO. So drop DMO in the comments, daily method of operation. And this is going to be quick but hopefully very informational for you. Okay. So for those of you that don't know me, I've been in network marketing for almost 8 years now. Prior to starting this, I was a high school math teacher and soccer coach. Prior to that, I was going to school full time, working, playing soccer. And then prior to that, I was actually a Subway manager. Okay. So I've had a lot of jobs, I've had a lot of different daily method of operations that have had to happen in order for me to be successful in what I'm doing. And so tell me what you do for work currently, and then let's go ahead and talk about how to set yourself up for success. And so I love the quote that, it says, we are what we repeatedly do, or when we are what we repeatedly do, excellence is then not an accident, it's a habit, or it's a habit, not an accident. Oh my gosh, I totally messed that up. But I put the caption of that in the description of the video. So you're just going to have to go back and read that. But, it's totally true that when you get in the process of repeatedly doing things that are setting yourself up for success, then you can create excellence in your life. You can create success. And so I just wanted to talk to you guys about creating your own personal daily method of operations and then challenge you to start executing it. Okay. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to decide what's your goal. So I'm going to go back to the very beginning when I was managing a Subway. My goal was to create an environment that made people want to come to work, that made customers happy, where we could be profitable and be like one of the top stores in our region. Okay. So that was my goal. When it came to school, some of the things that I really wanted to make sure that I did is I want to make sure that I got good grades, that I could balance relationships with, or I could balance my friendships, my, time with boyfriend and husband when he became that, soccer and school. And so I could balance all of those things while also working. And so I needed to have a daily method of operations for that. When I was teaching school, what time did I get to school, and what was my goal to make sure that I had a safe classroom, that I could, help people learn math, and that I could be organized and have a variety of different ways to teach them. And now here, my network marketing business, what's my goal? Obviously to make it to the top, but not get there alone. I want to get there with my team. Okay. So that is number one. Hey, Monique, Robin, Chada, who else do we got on here? Cooking off a leash. Okay, cool. Make sure to drop a comment. So that way I know that you're here, you're watching with me live. So the first step in creating a DMO is figuring out what is your goal. The second step is figuring out what needs to be done in order to hit that goal. What are daily non-negotiables? What are things that need to happen on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, setting some benchmarks. Okay, so you just need to sit down and break it down. So, if I'm talking about I want to hit the top rank in my company, what needs to be done? How many customers? How many reps? Who needs to be what? What am I looking for? And making lists of these things that need to be done. Okay. And then the last thing is, when does it need to be done by? You need to make sure that you are putting an end, otherwise you could just go forever. Right. And so you need to make sure that you're setting these benchmark goals, and you are having an end goal in mind. Okay. Or an ending in mind where you're going to complete this. That way you can just like push for it. Right. Success loves speed. Okay. In order to get a business off the ground, you got to put the pedal down and get that momentum. Same thing as a plane. You got to go all in and get it off the ground. Okay. So there's something that I've done before, and I was going to make a live video about this a few weeks ago, and time got away from me. And so I am glad that I can incorporate it into this one. But something that somebody told me one time is to start doing time blocking without the time. And this concept, I probably learned it 2 or 3 years ago, has just really changed everything for me. So now that I know what my goal is, I know what needs to be done, and I know when I want it to be done by, I can now set myself up for success by making these little blocks of things that need to get done. And so, for example, one of my time blocks is me time. Okay. It's prayer, it's scripture reading, it's meditation, it's personal development, it's working out. Okay. So these things need to all get done. And my time block for this is sometime in the morning. Okay. Usually before 10 a.m., all that stuff needs to be done. Now, I am a morning person. I do love my mornings, and I naturally wake up at like 5 or 5:30 a.m. And so I just like get to just like stretch and lay in bed. I look at the clock. It says 5:24 a.m. I'm like, okay, sweet. And I get out of bed and I go to a special nook in our house, our family living room, where I get to sit on a couch. I get to cuddle with my favorite blanket. I've got my books there. I've got a glass of water, and I bring out my phone and I listen to some YouTube, or I'm reading my book, I'm reading my scriptures, and I literally get to spend an hour with myself every morning and God, and just kind of like getting my mind right, planning my day, putting my mind in the right place that I'll be able to be successful for the day. Okay. And then my kids usually wake up about 7, 8 o'clock. We get them breakfast. We get them off to the things that they need to do. And then I'm working out usually at 8, 9 o'clock, getting in an hour workout. Okay. So that's one of my time blocks. That's me time first thing in the morning, and my exercise time has to get done in the morning. Otherwise I have all the excuses in the world of being too tired and whatnot that I don't get it done. Okay. So that's time block number one. Now, another time block that I need to have is working my business. Okay. That's me making valuable content. That's me responding to messages or sending out new messages. That's me, doing some research, trying to, learn more about my company or learn more about the products. I have this thing that we do. It's called FAME. In fact, where is it? I think it's in my book over there, but like it's FAME. It's 15 minutes of follow-up, 15 minutes of action, 15 minutes of marketing, 15 minutes of expanding, and if I can do all of that in 1 hour block, perfect. If not, I've got 15, 15, 15, 15 that I can do throughout the day. Okay. And so I need to have an hour of focus work time strictly on my business. And then I like to do another hour in the afternoon, same thing. And then at night before I go to bed, I need to see how much growth did I have. I need to make sure I'm thanking my customers. I need to make sure I'm shouting out my team. I'm checking my back office. I'm treating my business like a business. So I have these 4 time blocks where this one is all about me. This one is all about wrapping up shop and being a leader. And then these 2 are all about working my business and planting seeds and those kinds of things that I need to make sure that I'm doing. So I have 4 blocks, and I call this, like I said, time blocking without the time. So my morning stuff, anytime before 10 a.m., that stuff all needs to get done. Then between 10 and 12, that gives me a little bit of time to get those 15 minutes in there. And then between usually like 2 to 3, that's another hour that I can have to work. And then after the kids go to bed, between 8 to 10, there's another hour. And so that has really helped me. And people always say, like, what do you do to be successful? This is exactly what I do to be successful. I do what it takes. And there is a book that I read, and it talked about eating the frog first. And so doing the things that you don't want to do first, getting it out of the way, is going to make the rest of your work just feel like downhill. It's going to make it a lot easier. And so I do have that hour after my workout. So sometime between 10 and 12, where I'm doing the things that I don't really want to do. And I've found that by doing those things earlier on in the day, then the rest of the day just goes a lot smoother. Otherwise, I'm just sitting there and dreading it every single day, or not every single day, but throughout the whole entire day. I'm just dreading it if I don't get it done. So you guys, daily method of operation is how you are going to get your life kind of on autopilot and make good habits that are going to help set you up for success. Now, you guys know I'm a business owner. And so, I'm always relating it back to that, but I want you guys to think about like your everyday life. Even when I was a teacher, I knew what time I was going to school. I knew what time my prep hours were. I knew what my lesson plans were going to be. And I had certain times throughout the week, throughout the month, where I would take days to be able to create what I needed to set myself up for success. And so, like I said, I've got these 4 time blocks that I'm doing on a daily basis, but also on a weekly basis. What am I doing? On a monthly basis, I'm taking time to make sure that I'm making my workouts and my content. I'm scheduling my posts. That way I'm setting myself up for success later, that I don't have to worry about it every single day. On a monthly basis, I am also mailing out customer thank yous. Actually, I do that twice a month. Also on like about the 15th of the month, and then on the last day of the month. And so I have that planned out where I don't have to worry about that on a daily basis because I know that I've got time scheduled for it. And then the nice thing about this, the last tip that I'll give you is, on days where you know that you're super busy, or on days where maybe you're going to do more content creation, or you're going to be doing emails or those kinds of things, give yourself grace and just know that, hey, I may not do my 4 time blocks this day. I may just focus on my first one, my filling up my cup one, and then these other 3 I'm not going to worry about today because I'm filling my time with all this other stuff. So that way it'll save me time in the future, and there's nothing wrong with that. So like I said, I want to keep this short. I've had a very chaotic, busy day, and I've got a board meeting to go to in about 30 minutes. And so I got to go have dinner with my family. But I hope that this was helpful. Thanks, Chelsea. You're a baller too. And if you guys want to have me coach you on anything that you feel like I'm good at, or that you are lacking and you want my opinion on it, just make sure to shoot me a personal message, or you can comment on the video here, and I can definitely make sure that one of these 2 Cents Tuesdays are revolves around something that can help you specifically. So thanks for tuning in. I know that this was earlier than what it normally is, but like I said, tonight's just crazy, and I want to make sure I got it in for you guys. So share this if it was helpful for you, and join me next Tuesday for which talk are we doing next Tuesday? I think I wrote it down somewhere. I'm excited. I got my whole week planned out. My whole month planned out. Next Tuesday, I'm going to talk to you all about habit stacking. Okay. And this also is a game changer. So habit stacking next Tuesday for my 2 cents, and we will see you there. Bye.